Hey there, viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review. And today's review is going to be on Generation Select's Ramjet. Now, when Ramjet was first released in Earthrise, he was an online exclusive 2-pack with Dirge. And, well, let's just say if you missed out on that 2-pack, yeah, had to resort to buying from a scalper. But thankfully, well, Dirge is going to be in the Legacy toy line, and although as of the time of recording, it's not been shown, it is fair to assume that Dirge is going to be a re-release of Earthrise Dirge. So yeah, and of course with Ramjet, they re-released him in his Generation 2 colors, and well, let's just get onto that. So starting off with the box. Of course, we got the War for Cybertron Trilogy Stella Selects box, so it's more plain than what they did with the Legacy Selects boxes. Because here we've just got spray painted auto insignia. Just got some Cybertronian here. War for Cybertron Trilogy. Got his name, GS24. The way that it opens seems to be a callback to the War for Cyber. Not that. Seems to call back to the subscription service boxes that the Collectors Club did. I'm not sure if that was actually intentional or not, but that's what it reminds me of. How the it just reminds me of how the Collectors Club used to ship their figures in. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the box. And while getting onto the actual figure, well, it's Ramjet in his Generation 2 colors. So, yeah. And while looking at the figure, well, I just love Ramjet's G2 colors. So, of course, I love this. We've got the purple, got the black wings, the teal boosters. But starting off with the details, we've got his name on the nose cone. Because, of course, in G2 they just foregone the robots in the skies by just having everyone typograph their name on the vehicle motor in some manner. I mean, Prime literally had his name on this trailer. The wings, which just have G1 Decepticon insignia on them, which, I mean, it is accurate to the G2 toy, but if you want, Repro Labels or Toy Hacks did make some G2 stickers to put on this guy. And that brings me to well, this guy doesn't have the DC typographs on the tail fins. It's minor, but I kind of wish that he still had them. But once again, Toy Hacks did fix that. Although, yeah, I'm not really that big. I'm not that big of a sticker guy, so yeah. But yeah, I kind of wish that this guy did have the DC typographs on the tail fins from the get-go, but at least Toy Hacks did sort that. This guy's also missing the V typographs on the wings. But aside from that, well, you can tell that this guy is G2 Ramjet from a mile away just from the colors. Kind of makes me wish that they also did a G2 Starscream in Selects or something. I don't know, because all they'd have to do is just make the cockpit purple, add some camo detailing on the wings, and change one of the Decepticon insignias to say TAC. I don't know. But while getting onto the accessories, well, they're actually attached already. Of course, we've got the null rays. And they're just your standard Seeker null rays. So not really much to talk about here. Blast effect compatibility. Like, sorry how to just push them on there, but yeah. Find the other blast effects. There we go. So you still have to push them on there, but well, they can go on, and they can just go on the sides. They can go on the sides here, either on the leg or the arm, or my preference under the wing. So they can have him firing. Yeah, it's not like the huge missile launchers that the original G2 figure had, but yeah, we're past the days of missile launcher gimmicks in Transformers figures, unfortunately. Kind of wish that they'd bring them back, but oh well, think of the children, I guess. Oh well. Now, one accessory that this guy doesn't have is that little tank thing that's meant to be a little light and sound thing, but well, there is like a little 3D printed thing that Larkin's lab made that just attaches onto this port here. Like, he did make a video about it, if I remember correctly. I'll probably put it in the description if I remember to. But yeah, I'm not too fussed that it's not included because, well, it was sort of ridiculous to begin with. Like, a tank on a jet, and this was before mini-cons, so yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about the jet modes. I mean, it spins really well. And that's probably because the knee pads are retooled. But yeah, these are painted, so you have to be careful to not scrape them. And I suppose if you want to complain about the undercarriage, like so many people have with this mold, then go ahead. Well, talk about this mold. Let's bring in some other figures that use this mold. So, starting off with Starscream. So, yeah. So you can see how this mold is retooled from Starscream. Of course, it's pretty much just wings. So, yeah, but also bringing in Skywarp and Thundercracker. These guys were also exclusive 2-pack. So, yeah. I do want to get Thrust one day, although, yeah, he's also quite costly, so that might not happen. Or at least anytime soon, so... Well, that's pretty much it for the vehicle modes, so getting onto this guy's transformation. So, getting this guy transformed, just gonna start off by getting this open. Crack this open. And then just extend all this. Close up the legs. Split the legs. Move the wings back. And then just open the feet. And just stand the figure. Get these bits of the wings up, like so. Open all this up. Get the arms out. Untap the nose cone. Spin that around. Get that into position. Close all this. Move the nose cone to the back. And that reveals a faux nose cone, which, well, compared to the classics figure where the nose cone was actually his head, I actually kind of prefer this. Then the arms, which is actually the hardest bit. Because, seriously, these are definitely in there. I normally have to actually get my fingernail in there just to pry it open. Like, that's how stiff it is. Like, seriously. You just open up the arm. You get all that out. Just extend it. Just extend the arm. Close that. Get the hand into place. Do the same. Risking your fingernail in the process. And, well, this is definitely... I'll just pause this. So after you break your fingernail and just get this open, then extend this out, close it back up, and get the hand into place. And well, here we have Ramjet in robot mode. And aside from the arms, which are actually easy to transform on the other Seeker figures that I have, well, I actually quite like this transformation. More so than the other Seeker figures. It's probably just because, like, the wings are a bit different. Because, well, the wing mass is actually on the legs this time. So yeah, that's a bit different. And well, normally I trade the accessories later for the robot mode, but come on, he's a Seeker. He needs the arm he needs the no raise on the arms. So let's just complete the look. There we go. And my phone's now drooping down. Flimsy Lego stand. But just before I move on, like remember that the G2 ad where it showed the Seekers with the wings on the arms for some reason? Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it? But yeah, looking at this guy, having a 360 of him. I mean, of course, it's Ramjet in his G2 colors, which, yeah, that looks really cool. Of course, as seen here, the cone head's a faux nose cone, but I don't mind. Because, of course, like, it'll be like a bunch of mass shifting, but still, I just think it's, I think this figure does it better than the classics version, because with the classics version, like, the actual nose cone is the head, and you just have to turn it, which leads to a stumpy nose cone in the jet mode, whereas here, it's the same length as the other Seekers, which I think looks better. Even if it still does lead to the back cable, but, well. And we're looking at the actual head. Well, of course, it's a standard cone head design, which I think looks really nice. And if you want the idea of what it would look like if the nose cone was actually the head like in classics, well, there you go. Just it, I know, just imagine this was the face of something. Yeah, like the face is colored like the GT figure was. It's got the yellow colored eyes. So yeah, got the wings, which are got G1 Decepticon insignias. If that bothers you, there's some toy hacks. I can fix that. So yeah. And of course, as I showed in the vehicle modes, the null rays can take blast effects. So if I'm shooting at some, I guess, G2 Autobots, which, well, like the only recent examples of G2 Autobots that I can think of are Lisa Prime in Legacy and that G2 Jazz in Siege. And Road Rocket in Velocitron. Should really get some more G2 figures because, well, like the only ones that I can think of are this guy, the G2 Sideswipe and Siege, Road Rocket, the Core Class Megatron, the Megatron and Slex, of course Lisa Prime. I'm trying to think of what else there is. G-Axis, but Leadfoot. Like we should get more G2 toy Autobot, G2 toy characters in a Legacy, for example. Like re-release Studio Series Jazz in its G2 colors, for example. I don't know. But while small around the side, of course, we've got the ports and the feet here. Normally I'd put like the little blast effects from Aimless here, but seeing how this guy's a Seeker, of course we can interpret these as thrusters. So if you want that going on, or if you want to plug in the weaponizers or the like, then go ahead. And we're putting this guy with Starscream. In my case, this is the Studio Series Starscream, the Coronation one. It just makes me wish that we got like an actual G2 Starscream figure. Because all they'd have to do is like just recolor the cockpit purple, recolor the wings. So like one's got a G2 Decepticon insignia, and one says TAC. I'm just trying to think of what else. But yeah. These guys do look quite good together. And even though these guys weren't really in G2, even though I think the Action Master Thundercracker color scheme was sort of repurposed as both Shadowglass Thundercracker and retroactive Generation 2 Thundercracker. We have Skywarp and Thundercracker. So I've got my, I guess, Seekers so far. So yeah, and this does have me excited for that upcoming Dead figure in Legacy, because, well, come on, it's hopefully going to be a re-release of Earthrise Dead, so hopefully they'll do like the G1 colors Ramjet as well, and also Frost. Well, moving on to this guy's posability. Well, his head can go side to side, although sort of a bit more harder to do with his cone head design. The arms can move. He can T-pose. Or if like if there's like an Autobot next to him, he can just do this and then shoot at them. He's got elbows. bicep rotation. The hand can do this if you wanted to, so I guess it can transform into like a cannon. Waist, unfortunately, does nothing, which is a big complaint with this mold. The skirt can move up, so you can move the leg forward. Can't really go back that far. Well, this can untab, so you can move the knee. That didn't sound good. But the leg can swivel. You can do the splits up to there. And of course, you can do. This guy can do a bit of an ankle pivot, and well, this guy does not have a tail fin to worry about. So, yeah. Because the other figures in this mold, the tail fin's attached to the ankle, whereas with this guy, the ankle pivot is completely fine. There's no tail fin attached to it. And the feet and heels can open and close. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this guy. My phone keeps drooping. Well, that's pretty much all I have to say about this guy. Complaints. Well, for this figure by itself, well, I have heard that the arms can discolor, which, well, this was before that they sort of tried to change the plastic, so it makes sense. But still, I also think that the kneecaps are a bit awkward, especially in the jet mode, because remember, I did say that these can chip the paint. He also saw what was about in the jet mode. But the complaints are pretty much the same I've had with the rest of this mold. So, yeah, no point going over that. Although, one complaint that's unique to this mold is, well, sort of, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show it now, but yeah, these kind of come off the joint, so be careful of that. But well, do I recommend this figure? Well, if you're a G2 fan, then sure, because, well, I do really like Ramjet's G2 colors. So, if anything, I can't help but think that G2 Ramjet's colors sort of inspired Slipstream's colors. But yeah, if you're a G2 collector, then yeah, I think this guy is pretty cool to have. And if anything, this is probably the best option for Ramjet molds that you're going to get right now, because I don't know if they're going to re-release Ramjet in Legacy like they're going to do a Dirge. We'll just have to wait and see. So for now, this is pretty much your best bet to get Ramjet if you don't want to buy from the scalpers. So yeah, this has been my review on Select's Ramjet. And this is Charlie Young, signing off.